What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel here. Obviously, we are going to be doing something a little bit different here over the next few days. It is March Madness season. This is coming out the first day of the Sweet 16. Boiler up, let's go Purdue. But this is always that time of the year where I get to thinking, man, wouldn't it be so sweet if college football could have something like March Madness? We're kind of heading that direction. I mean, we're up to a 12-team playoff, but it's not the same. We all know it is not quite the same thing. But now that we have college football 25, what's stopping us from doing it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We can do that if we want, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So I have taken the final AP poll ended up at like 32 teams, including those others receiving votes. From there, the Saragin rankings, and made sure we included every conference champion in the field of 64. We've got them all seeded. We've got them all broken out into different regions, and we are going to find ourselves a true national champion of college football 25. So how are we going to do these videos? Today we are going to go through the entire Midwest region until we find out who's coming out and going to the Final Four. Then we'll go region by region, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next week we will do our Final Four and national championship kind of coincide with basketball. So all that said, I think fairly simple. We're just going to super sim through the games, go to slow mode if it's a close one, but I think that should pretty much cover everything. It's pretty gosh dang straightforward. So let's get to our bracket reveal for the Midwest region. Obviously there's not gonna be a surprise at the one overall seed, so we can just go ahead. Number one overall in the Midwest, it's going to be the Ohio State Buckeyes, the real-life national champions. We'll see if they can repeat. It's going to be a tough road. Maybe not in the first matchup, but we'll see. The 16 seed going against Ohio State is going to be the Pac-12 champions, the Oregon State Beavers. Now, of course, there have been... Oops, almost went too far there. There have been a couple 16 seeds, I think two, that have beat one seeds in basketball, one of them being Purdue. I don't know why I remind myself of that, but it's true. It did happen. This game, I don't know. I don't expect Ohio State to lose, but it wouldn't shock me if a one seed lost in the first round. I would be pretty shocked if it's Ohio State, but waiting for the winner of that game. It's either going to be Ohio State's in-state rival, I guess, if you want to call them a rival. I wouldn't really, but the Ohio Bobcats are the 8 seed in the Midwest, going up against the Florida Gators from the SEC. Obviously, their second half of the season, they finished very, very strong. I expect in college football 26, Florida is going to be a very annoying team to go against. I think they're going to be very, very good with DJ Lagway and the rest of that roster. I'm expecting big things from Florida. Tough second round matchup potentially for Florida and Ohio State. Really for Ohio State as the 1 overall seed. We'll see. It all, all the matchups, I feel like almost all of them could go either way. I'd be very surprised if Ohio beat Florida, though, because I know Ohio is really not good in this game. Anyway, moving down, who we got next? The 5 seed in the Midwest region is going to be the Alabama Crimson Tide. Very tough top half of this region for Ohio State. Get past Oregon State, you're probably going to play Florida. Get past them, you might have to play Alabama. Tough stretch for Ohio. We'll see if they can do it, but Alabama's got to worry first about the Washington Huskies out of the Big Ten. A couple of playoff teams, not obviously this past year in the 12-team playoff, but in the 4-team playoff, both lost to Michigan, just in different rounds. Obviously, it'd be impressive if they lost in the same round. So that is our 5-12 matchup in the Midwest. 4 seed is going to be the Illinois Fighting Illini. I did not realize they finished so high in the AP poll. I was kind of surprised to see they were one of the top 16 teams by the end of the season. They are our 4 seed going against Big Ten. And yes, in the real March Madness, they'll avoid conference matchups. They'll move stuff more regionally, everything like that. I don't got time for that. I just kind of went down the list. So they are playing Big Ten conference mate, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. A couple big bruising halfbacks in that matchup. See who comes out of there. Tough top half for Ohio State. Like I said, get Florida and probably Alabama just to get to the Elite 8. That's gonna be quite the road. Ohio State will definitely earn it here. The 6th seed in the Midwest, the Memphis Tigers, will be taking on the Veer and Shoot of the SEC. It's an 11 seed, so you know it's not Tennessee. It is Oklahoma, the Boomer Sooners. They could certainly go on a run. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Very, very good team in this game. We'll see how it all shakes out, because waiting in the next round could potentially be the other Veer and Shoot from the SEC, the 3 seed. It is Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see. The 3 seed in the Midwest going against the Citronauts out of Orlando, the Central Florida Golden Knights. Now, this next matchup, very, very excited for. Probably not going to be a lot of defense, but either team could get hot and go on a run. Wouldn't shock me at all. The 7 seed, the Colorado Buffaloes. This is going to be another... Yes, this is another conference matchup, the Big 12. Colorado going against Rock Chalk Jayhawk, Devin Neal, Daniels, Kobe Bryant, Kansas Jayhawks. Disappointing real-life season, still pretty good in this game, though, so that should be an interesting 7-10 matchup. The 2 seed for the Midwest, Ashton Genty, the Boise State Broncos. It'll be really interesting to see how they make their way through this, because I think they're still like a mid-80s overall or something, but Ashton Genty is so good. I don't know. They will be going against 15 seed UCLA. So that is our Midwest region. Get your predictions in now. Who is going to the Final Four out of this group of teams? I am going to go with... It's going to be... I want to say Tennessee. I'm going to say Tennessee. I think their defensive line is good enough that in these sims they can give these other teams a lot of problems. Out of the top... I'm gonna go Ohio State, Tennessee in the Elite 8. Tennessee going to the Final Four. Get your predictions in now. So that's the Midwest bracket. We are gonna fire up. Start with Ohio State, Oregon State. Just go kind of down the list. Go through the first round, second round, third round, fourth round. Find out who our Final Four participant is gonna be out of these teams. Like I said, get your picks in. Let's get to it. Super Sim, Ohio State, Oregon State, the 1 versus the 16. Let's go. And with us being the Midwest region, we are going to set this to the Detroit Bowl. So time and all that, none of that matters. All the playbooks are going to be whatever the team's playbooks are. It's going to be on Heisman difficulty. I have to control a team and do the kickoff, and then we can super sim and just see who the best is. We're going to find out on the field. The opening kickoff goes for a touchback. Oregon State ball at the 25. We are going to go normal speed, jump ahead to end of the game. And if it's close at the end, we will go into slow mode and watch that. We'll see. It will definitely have some close games. What a start here for Oregon State. Back-to-back plays already at midfield. Hit Anthony Hankerson on the ground. 2nd and 5. Free 15 yards given to by Ohio State. They are already in field goal range. Another first down for Oregon State in the red zone already. Minute and a half into this game. They are just marching straight down the field on this Buckeyes defense. Picks up the 3rd down, 1st and goal at the 4. Can they punch this in? Start the opening drive with a touchdown. Ooh, backs up 3 yards, 3rd and goal from the 5. Pass thrown away. Such a promising opening drive for them to have to end with a field goal. You got to be a little disappointed about that as an Oregon State fan. But still, you got a good offensive drive. You got points on the board. Is your defense going to be able to stop Ohio State, though? That's going to be a big thing with Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, Carnell Tate, just weapons all over the field for Ohio. Ibuka, of course, is going to be a problem. 2nd and 6. 3rd and 3, though. Can Oregon State get themselves off the field? They cannot. Jeremiah Smith, didn't even mention him. He's going to be a problem next year, too. But then he drops the ball. 3rd and 10. You hate to see it, Oregon State. I'm always going to be rooting for the upsets here. Then they just do a jet sweep or something. Jeremiah Smith in for the touchdown. Pretty quick and easy answer there for the Ohio State Buckeyes. They did face a couple of 3rd downs, though, so, get one of those to go the other way. It's 3-3 or 3-0. But now Oregon State's got a 3rd and 10. This feels like a big one, and they get it. Darius Clemens, big first down into Ohio State territory. 4 minutes left in the second half. In the second quarter, another 3rd and 6, and a pass dropped. Oregon State's going to have to punt. Settling for that field goal and getting stopped there. That's a tough start. That defense is going to have to lock in here. Another 16 yards for Ibuka and an injury to Oregon State's corner. That is tough to see. Travion Henderson takes it for 4. Under 3 minutes to go. Another 4-yard gain. 3rd and 3, though. Oregon State. That 3rd downs, man. That's what sets these teams apart. You just can't get them off the field as much as you'd love to. You just can't get teams like Ohio State off the field. 3rd and 4, though. Can we get them off the field? Can't do that. Absolutely devastating. 3rd and 4, and you get a 5-yard penalty and hand them a first down. 2 plays later, Jeremiah Smith, then Ibuka. Oh, was that Jeremiah Smith? Whoever got the 20-yard catch, Ibuka in for the touchdown. A very quick 11-point lead for Ohio State. If Oregon State can go get points here before half, So remember, it is Ohio State ball to start to get it in the third quarter, too. And Oregon State is punting it back to Ohio now. Yeah, and a good return. Ohio might get more points here before halftime. They're on the 45-yard line of Oregon State. Pass knocked away is huge. Got to keep them out. Got to keep them from scoring here. One more play. 3rd and 10. You just can't get off the field. Another 3rd and 10. Field goal's up. Field goal's good. A 14-point lead now for the Ohio State Buckeyes with the ball starting the second half. Very little sign of resistance so far from the Oregon State defense, which really, I suppose this is what we expect with it being a 1 versus a 16. But with Oregon State's opening drive, I really had hopes that this was going to be a game. It's just those third downs are insane. Have they stopped them on third down once? I'm not sure they have. And they've been long third downs. Here's another chance. 3rd and 10. You can't win if you can't get off the field. Oregon State has not been able to get off the field at all against Ohio. Another touchdown, 24-3. Looks like it's probably pretty safe to say our 1 overall seed, Ohio State, is going to be moving on here to face the winner of Ohio and Florida. Just tough, and they're going to have to punt again. Yeah, this one's done for. Appreciate you showing up, Oregon State. Congratulations on going 1-0 in the Pac-12 by beating Washington State. You got yourself an invitation. They were one of the... So all the other conference champions were already in, like, the top 64, so I didn't have to add them. Oregon State and the one we'll see in the next region, who will be going against Notre Dame. Those are the two we had to add in. Abuka, another touchdown, 31-3. This is getting nasty. 28-point lead, not even into the fourth quarter yet. And it's just like 5-minute quarters. Rough stuff for Oregon State. Thanks for coming out. Hey, they picked it. Let's at least get them on the board here. This is like at the, the end of March Madness games that are blowouts. They bring in, the team manager or something. Try to get him a bucket. Get him some playing time on the biggest stage of them all. That's what we're trying to see here out of Oregon State. First and goal at the 2, punching a touchdown. Come on. Oregon State's on the board. They get a touchdown against Ohio State. Not going to be, obviously, enough for them to actually make a comeback here. I was going to say OSU. That could have been either of them. I wasn't sure who recovered that onside kick. It was Ohio State. They will be moving on to the round of 32. Let's just head in. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Let's just head into that next one. Ohio against Florida. So 76 overall Ohio against 85 overall Florida Gators. Yeah, we'll just do all these in Detroit for the Midwest. I think that's fine. I don't think it really makes too big of a difference. Let's see. Hopefully, we're definitely going to get some games in here. I'm hoping. I'm 100%. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pulling for Ohio. I'm 100% behind the Bobcats. I want Ohio State, Ohio. I want the MAC to move on. Desperately need it. So Ohio starting with the ball. We got to just get off on the right foot here. That's how you do it. Ohio. That's how you get off on the right foot. A nice gain. Parker Navarro only runs for 1, but we're already in Florida territory, but already a 3rd and 9. As we saw with Ohio State, these are huge. Come on, Bobcats. I'm so in on Ohio. Let's go. What an opening drive to get us started. March right down on Florida. On a 3rd and 9, just get a nice, easy 26 yards. March right down on them. A minute and a half. They are in for the touchdown. Now, Florida's offense can't. That was a good play anyway, and then they tack 15 on the end of it. Can't be having that. Come on, get off the field. That's even better. I was going to be happy if they settled for a field goal. Ohio gets the interception. 3 minutes in, Ohio has gone down and scored and turned over Florida. Got the ball back at midfield already. Another big chunk gain. 3rd and inches. 2-yard rush. That's all you need. Take the free... Oh, they're down at the 12. There's another penalty. It must have been another penalty after a gain of yards. Another free 5 added on top. 3rd and 3 at the 5. Sacked. Have to settle for a field goal. That's fine. 2-score lead essentially right after the first quarter. Gotta be happy if you're an Ohio backer here. I mean, they had to have been an underdog in this by a pretty considerable margin, I would have to imagine. But can the defense hold again? Another 3rd and 9. They do. The Ohio Bobcats up by 10. Another stop on defense, getting the ball back yet again. Parker Navarro. He's had a few big chunk plays here already. 3rd and 2, another first down. Another first down. Now it's now it's Ohio. Florida can't get off the field on 3rd down. Ohio keeps drives alive. 3rd and 4 though. What happened? What happened? Parker Navarro passed to Rodney Harris, 63-yard touchdown on 3rd and 4. The Ohio Bobcats are up 17-0 here in the round of 64 against the Florida Gators. Oh my gosh. This would be hilarious. Oh, well, Florida's not going away that easy. They're not just going to roll over. They're going to death roll. That's what they're going to do. That's what it's called, right? When the gator like chomps on you and rolls all around. Isn't that a death roll? Something like that. Okay, Navarro. We just got to calm down here. They got the 3rd down stop, but only 23 seconds left. Good punt, no big return. Only 4 seconds left, though, so unless there's a big Hail Mary, pass knocked away. One last shot, nothing for Florida. 10-point lead at halftime for the Ohio Bobcats. Florida does get the ball here, though. This feels like a very big drive for Florida. They got to go get some points here. Bradley Weaver says, not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. You're not just, okay. And then DJ Lagway says, yes, that fast. Actually, fun fact for you, yes, it will be that fast. 3rd and 4. Should be in field goal range already. 4th and inches. Do you go for this if you're Florida? They do not. They settle for their field goal. The kick is up. The kick is good. It is back to a 7-point game. It was just 17-0. Now it's 17-10. All of momentum swung back in Florida's direction here when it was all Ohio at the beginning. Huge. Parker Navarro. He might be the Cinderella story. Well, we'll see next round. That's how you answer back, Ohio. That is how you do it. Right when we were feeling Florida's got some momentum, they're coming back here. Only got it down by 7. Get them to the 3rd down. Parker Navarro strikes him again for 30 yards, and then Tyus with another huge touchdown rush. Florida is not going away, though. They have to get a touchdown on this drive. Absolutely have to. And it looks like they will. 1st and goal at the 4. 30 seconds left in the 3rd. Halfway there. 2nd and goal. Punches in for the touchdown. 8 seconds left in the 3rd. We've got a 7-point game. For slow mode, it'll have to be... how'd they get the ball at their own 2 on that kickoff? No, Ohio. Oh no. How'd they get the ball at their own 2 and then they do nothing? And now Florida's got it down by 7 at the 31-yard line. Touchdown. Just this... 4 minutes left, tie game. So yeah, slow mode is going to be with under the 2-minute warning, 1 possession game, team trailing has the ball. Or tie game, obviously. Oh, Ohio. No, boys. No. Not looking good for the Bobcats here. Florida's got it in Ohio territory. 3 minutes and 9 seconds left. And DJ Lagway picking apart Ohio at this point. Already in field goal range. But they are passing, and touchdown. What a swing. What a swing. This game has just gone back and forth unbelievably. Ohio got up big early. Florida came back. Ohio got it back to 14. Now Florida up by 7. Now a 3rd and 16. 4th and 12. Okay. 4th and 12, they picked it up with 18 yards. Now we can go slow mode. Ohio down by 7 with the ball, less than 2 minutes to go. Can Parker Navarro keep the dream alive for the Ohio Bobcats? We will find out what is happening here. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Clock was running and we were just looking at the crowd. But at Florida's 45-yard line, Parker Navarro drops back. He's got time. He's looking over the middle of the field. Finds him right over the middle. I don't love taking that time out there. You have enough time. You didn't need to take a timeout. You got a minute 18. You don't want to leave Florida too much time here. Ohio with their pistol playbook, which is super fun, by the way. Again, time for Parker all day. Just take your check down. That's fine. Don't take a timeout. Love it. Love it. Take your time here. You really don't want to score with like a minute left. So you don't want Florida to have the chance. We've seen how Florida goes. What's happening? Okay. They love showing the crowd here in Detroit. Good looking bunch. Can't blame them. Okay, shotgun set. Navarro's got the flat on the right, finds him, pushes him out of bounds. 3rd and 3, 16-yard line, 50 seconds left in our first round matchup. Oh gosh, come on, Parker. Come on, Ohio. I really want them to score and go for 2. I know they won't. I'm 100% sure they would just kick the extra point, but I would love it. Look at Al up there just dancing right by. Hey, Al, how's it going over there, bud? Having a good time? 3rd and 3. Al trying to be distracted. Oh, blitz comes in free. Oh, the blitz off the edge comes in free. 4th and 11. Game on the line for Ohio. What are they going to draw up here? Yeah, because they've already used a timeout. Why are we taking so long on these? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Game on the line. Ohio Bobcats. Shotgun set. 2 on his left. Tight end and a receiver on his right. He's got time. Parker tries to go back line of the end zone. Intercepted. The Florida Gators. Dang it. I was really feeling comfortable. Up 24-10. Ohio. They let it slip. They will not be moving on. We will have Ohio State versus Florida in our round of 32 game. I tried to take a screenshot there, and instead I had paused by accident, which is actually fine because this game's over anyway. So congratulations to Florida. Moving on. Next up, we have got, oh gosh, that's bright, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on the Washington Huskies. 95 overall Alabama against 82 Washington. I'm pulling for Washington. I'm not going to be an unbiased journalist here. I'm going to have favorites. It's going to be Washington. I'm hoping they can somehow pull this out. Seems unlikely, but we almost had Ohio just beat Florida. That was, gosh, I wish they pulled that off. Man, all right, let's get focus back up. Round of 64 matchup. Crimson Tide versus Huskies. Let's see who is going to move on to the round of 32. Washington will be starting with the ball here. Nice little easy touchback. Yeah, I don't really... I'm going to admit, I didn't really watch a ton of Washington this year. Big 3rd down to get us started, though. Already down to Alabama's 33. Are we getting another lower seed getting off to a hot start here? 3rd and 4... Another 3rd down conversion. Another one. Come on, Alabama. Not Alabama. Come on, Washington. We can get Alabama out in round 1. I'd be thrilled. I do not want Alabama going to the Final Four here. I'm just biased. I've seen enough Alabama win. I don't need to see it on the virtual gridiron here as well. So I don't want really any of the top teams to win. I'm hoping we get some Cinderella stories here at some point. Oh, 3rd and 4, not able to get off the field. But neither was Alabama, and Washington had those 3rd downs either. Alabama marching right back on them here. Jalen Milroe, of course, going to be a big difference maker. 3rd and 9, though. Short. They're going to kick, right? They are. Okay, Washington holds Alabama to 3 there. That could be important. That could be very, very important. But they have to keep the offense going like we saw in that first drive, because we know Alabama's going to score points. Early 3rd and 10 for Washington. Will Rogers on 3rd down might be a problem. And a 24-yard rush. Already at Alabama's 31. A 21-yard rush. Already at Alabama's 10. And we try not to get too crazy excited because we just saw what happened with Ohio. But my goodness. 3rd and Rogers. 3rd and Will. Whatever you want to call it. Another 3rd down conversion. This time for a touchdown. Washington up 11 early on Alabama. I'm not going to say much. But I'm not going to say much. I ain't saying a thing. 3rd and, what was it, 6? And a 72-yard touchdown for Alabama. Brings it back to a 4-point game. Will Rogers just kind of waiting for 3rd down at this point. Now he's got a 3rd and 7. Exactly where he wants him. Dang it. Oh, Alabama could take the lead here before half. Cole Adams. Don't know who that is. Ball midfield at minute 12. Oof. Oh, well, I guess he wasn't that hurt. Back in, touchdown Cole Adams. We said we knew Alabama was going to score points. I was hoping it wouldn't be this many at half. 17-14. 50 seconds, 3 timeouts for Washington. They can get on the board here before half. They can do it. They can't. They can't do it. They can't. Just, okay, only 5 seconds left. Just make sure nothing too crazy happens here before half. Down by 3. Whose ball? Oh, Alabama's ball. Ugh. I mean, Washington's defense did okay at the beginning. It's just that Alabama's got so much speed at wide receiver. It's hard to contain them. 3rd and 3, though. And Cole Adams drops the pass. Maybe he is hurt. He faked that injury or... Oh, they just pin him at the 1? That was a heck of a punt. At the 2. Oh, no. And then a penalty. No safety. Just no safety. Just get it out of there. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. Okay. 3rd and 4. I mean, that's been the difference in this game is Will Rogers on 3rd down. That, not even the whole first half, but most of that first half, he was just automatic on those 3rd downs, picking up huge chunk gains. That's how they got both their touchdowns. Since then, he has not been able to do much, but the defense has Alabama on a 3rd and 10, and they're getting the ball back. Huge. Absolute. Wow, they tried a 58-yard field goal. Take advantage now, Washington. You have to take advantage of this situation. They just handed you great field position. Got to take advantage. They're just running Jonah Coleman into the ground. Free first down. Absolutely. Take it however you can get it. Oh, my goodness. Rodgers fumbled, but he recovers his own fumble. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 16. Okay. Stuffed and had to punt, and pretty much a net 0-yard punt. They take it back. Still a 3-point game in the 4th quarter. Neither offense able to get going here so far in the second half. As soon as I say it, Alabama down into the red zone. Gotta hold them to field goal to have much of a chance as Ryan Williams prances into the end zone, giving Alabama a 10-point lead. 3.5 minutes to go. Gotta score quick. That's a good start. That's a very good start. Gotta score very, very quickly here, Washington. Even a field goal keeps you alive, but obviously you'd prefer a touchdown in this situation. 3rd and 6, pass thrown away. 53-yard field goal. Don't love that. I said I didn't love it. That's exactly the reason why. 10-point game. Bama gets the ball back. 2.5 to go. Not loving the Huskies' chances here. They kept it a game. They stayed in it. They fought. They were looking good early. Just weren't quite able to keep up with Alabama. So a 2-score lead, we're not going to go to slow mode. That takes so much longer. So if they can manage to get a 1-score game somehow and get the ball back somehow, we'll go slow mode. First and goal at the 7. We can punch one in here. Okay. And they do have all 3 timeouts still. So of course they're going to try an onside kick here. Covered by Bama. I've never seen a simmed onside kick recovered by the kicking team. It just doesn't happen. If they can manage to get the ball back here on this 3rd and... Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't. Time runs out. Alabama, 24-21. They will move on. I say, technically Florida was an upset because they were the 9 seed over Ohio. But 5 seed Alabama will move on to the round of 32 to play the winner of Illinois and Rutgers. In a very even matchup between these two. 85 overall Illinois, 84 overall Rutgers. Yeah, no, I don't need to change anything there. Yeah, a couple big bruising power backs in here. I don't know. Thinking ahead, do either of these teams have a distinct advantage against Alabama the other one doesn't? I don't really think so. I'm from Illinois. I live in Illinois. So I'll be pulling for the Fighting Illini in this one. Not had a good track record here so far, but we have been rooting for some pretty big underdogs, so we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. Rutgers will be starting off the ball. I wonder, because I'm always user controlling the home team, is that affecting kickoffs and stuff? Probably. Maybe not, I don't know. 3 and out though for Rutgers. Illinois taking over less than a minute in, and a good return by that guy. Alright. Already starting in Rutgers territory, and some nice rushes. Altmaier, he could be a big difference maker. The running games of both of these teams is what's going to decide this game. And so far, it's been all Illinois. They've only ran the ball here so far. They tried to pass it once, and he throws it away. Maybe just keep running the ball, Illinois. So 3 minutes in, Rutgers goes 3 and out. Illinois goes right down. Gets a field goal, though, which, again, could be a big difference. Monagai, he's got to get going. He has to get going for Rutgers to be able to win this game. I can't trust their quarterback, either running or passing. They have to get him going on the ground for them to have much of a chance, or maybe the defense really steps up, gets the turnover, some big momentum play, something. But against Altmaier and the Illinois offense, if Rutgers can't run the ball, this might be a long game for them. But hey, we're already through the first quarter, 3-0, a third down coming up for Illinois. We're big momentum play by the defense. There's the big momentum swing they needed from that defense. Even throw it to him, that's fine. 3rd and 1, give it to him again. Stuffed. Wow, okay. But they go for it and get it. A run to the wide receiver. Picks up the first down for Rutgers on 4th and 1. Bold play when you got Monaghan in there. He might have been a little gassy. They got him going. They got the big momentum play by the defense. They got their power halfback going. The Rutgers 7-3 lead here over Illinois. This is what, our 4-13, right? Yeah, Illinois is the 4. Rutgers is the 13. 3rd and 6. Illinois got to get something going here. No, stuffed. Stuffed. Rutgers getting that ball back. 50-yard punt, 70-yard return. Rutgers with ball again. I expect a lot more of Monaghan. Hey, complete pass to somebody else. That's not bad. 3rd and 1, pass dropped. That's why you gotta keep. You gotta trust that big power back, man. I just don't think Rutgers gonna be able to get this ball going through the air. But if their defense keeps doing what they're doing, they might get another turnover. This is gonna be, seems like, very, very different from those last 2 games we watched. Washington, Alabama was a bit of a shootout, especially in the first half. Second half, it slowed down a lot. Ohio, Florida was a straight-up shootout. And now, Rutgers offense moving quite a bit. Got a 1st and goal at the 9. 15 seconds left, only 1 timeout. Rifles in the touchdown. Touchdown, Rutgers. 14 might be enough to win this game. The way this first half has gone, Illinois seems like they have no room to do anything on offense. They had that one big chunk run that set up their field goal. Other than that, the Illini offense has been struggling against another big chunk run, though. But yeah, Illinois' offense has really been struggling so far against Rutgers. Altmaier's getting them moving here a little bit to start the second half. Down to the 26-yard line. Feels like you need a touchdown on this drive. Can't settle for a field goal and make an 8-point game. There is the touchdown. As soon as I talk negative about the offense, they go for 2 awful early to try to make that a 3-point game. They tried, don't get it. 5-point lead now for Rutgers. Can they answer back? A sack by Seth Coleman sets him back 3 yards. They get 5 back. 3rd and 9. Pass thrown away. Pass thrown away. Illinois getting the ball back. Down by 5. Maybe 14's not enough. There's that whole first half. Illinois was really, really struggling on offense, but they sure made it look easy there coming out of halftime. Whatever adjustments they made seemed to be good ones. What's that? Bielema, old Wisconsin, then Arkansas coach. He's been doing a great job at Illinois, honestly. Wow. That's devastating for Rutgers. You got them on a 3rd and long. They pick it up. They score a touchdown on the next play. Then pick up the 2-point conversion. Just like that. 14 was not enough. Took him less than a quarter. And then an interception. Oh my gosh. I thought we had our first big upset here. But now Illinois looking, if they can score a touchdown here, that's almost putting it away. But they don't. 4th and 2. They're going to kick the field goal, I'd imagine. They don't. They don't. Bielema, you madman. Then the Rutgers quarterback runs for 50. Bielema. You're insane, my guy. Wow. Oh, but then they get sacked. They can't kick a field goal from there. Not from the 45. They got to punt. Crazy swing. Crazy chain of events there. Illinois goes for it on 4th down instead of going up by 6. Don't get it. Rutgers gets a 50-yard rush. Can't do anything with it. Okay, we can go slow mode here now. Rutgers has the ball. Their own 48-yard line, down by 3, minute 40-ish left. Minute 44 left. Rutgers ball. Gosh, this could go either way. We could get our first overtime here for sure. Rutgers could. Man, exciting. Exciting stuff here in the round of 64. Big Ten matchup. Rutgers drops back. He's looking right side. He's got him. He's got him right down the sideline. What a laser by that quarterback. His name I cannot pronounce. That's why I just keep calling him Rutgers or their quarterback. No clue how to pronounce that guy's name. Huge play. Minute 33 left at the 29-yard line. You're thinking you're already in field goal range here, probably. You almost want to start thinking about the clock a little bit. Don't want to give Illinois a whole, I mean, only rushing 3 all day. We might be here the rest of the game. Crazy. Crazy how much time he had to just sit back there. Finds a laser down to the 1-yard line. You got to think Monangai is going to be the one to punch this in at this point. You just can't give him that much time. Eventually, someone's got to get open. Eventually, he could have sat back there and ran that down to 20 seconds if he wanted to. First and goal at the 1 for Rutgers. Monangai walks in untouched. So now Illinois is going to have what, about a minute 15-ish, down by 4. Going to need a touchdown. Maybe we do have our first big upset. Maybe we do. A minute 18, starting at their own 23, the Fighting Illini backs against the wall here. Can Altmaier put something together? He's got a flushed out of the pocket, tries to throw it late, throws out a sack, incompletion on first down. Man, some drama, some first round drama here in this 4-13 matchup. 2nd and 10 now. Luke, what do we got here? Shotgun set, 1 tight end, 11 personnel. Oh, he's just got to keep backing up. Takes his check down and just dropped. Number 6, buddy. It's the biggest game of your life, and you're just dropping a wide open check down like that. Brutal. I mean, that's rough. You got to kind of feel for him for dropping that one. Okay, so 4 wide, 1 running back. See if Illinois can cook something up here. They're starting to get a little desperate. No time. The left tackle gets absolutely burnt. Rutgers gets in, gets a sack. 4th and 16. All comes down to this for Illinois. Do they have something to pick up 20? Yes, we saw this. We saw all that. Okay. 4th and 16. Can Illinois pull a miracle, pull a rabbit out of the hat here against Rutgers? He's going deep. He's got him! He's got him! He's got him! The old streak down the sideline, just throw it up to him. He's got him burnt on 4th and 16. Illinois moves into Rutgers territory. 35 to go now. Altmaier retrieves the high snap. He's got time, takes his check down. Number 6 wasn't the one on the check down route that time. It was number 3. Secures the catch. Gain of 8. Ball at the 34-yard line now. 34 yards between Illinois and the round of 32. Can they pull it off? Pressure coming in. The tackle hounds him down right on the Ford Field logo. What a massive play for Rutgers. Illinois has to use their last timeout. 23 seconds left. 3rd and 16. Can Altmaier pull it off again? Does Altmaier have another miracle in him? Just no blocking at all. All 4 Rutgers defensive linemen converge on Altmaier there and knock off 4-seed Illinois is done for. Number 13 Rutgers moving on to the round of 32 to take on Alabama. Good luck, boys. Now into the bottom half of the Midwest region, we have got 6-seed Memphis against 11-seed Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma 90 overall. They could 100% go on a run here as the 11-seed. Wouldn't shock me in the least. Again, I'm going to be pulling for Memphis in this one. I'm 0 for my last 3, but hopefully this is the one to break my little curse I got going on here. Let's go, Memphis. Yeah, this time I controlled Memphis, and it looks like they're starting with the ball, so I don't think I need to worry about which team we're picking at the beginning. I don't think that's really going to have too much of an effect on anything. So, the Memphis Tigers, let's see what they have got. Yeah, Rock Taylor, Seth Hennigan, excuse me. Very good offense Memphis has. I know their 5-wide stuff is really good. They have a lot of really solid wide receivers. And Mario Anderson Jr. They've got a lot of good skill players on this offense. I expect Memphis to be able to put up some points. Oklahoma's defense is very, very tough, though. So even Again, you don't love settling for field goals there, but against a defense like Memphis or like Oklahoma's, you can't be super upset about it. And now a big thing that makes Oklahoma so good when you're using them is they have on the bench, of course I can't remember the guy's name right now, but they have like a 98 speed halfback that they're not going to have in this game. Because I'm not messing with any of the depth charts or not messing with anything, just leaving the teams as is. And we're just going to see how they do. It's still a solid drive Oklahoma's got going on here. A very solid drive. Jackson Arnold leads them straight down the field on Memphis. So Memphis has to settle for a field goal. Oklahoma finishes their drive with a touchdown, 7-3. Pretty much at the end of the first, end of the first here. And a quick 3rd and 8 for the Tigers. But Hennigan finds a way here. He could have a bit, I mean, gosh, I could see this one going either way. Memphis offense is good. It's a really good quarterback. They got good receivers. They got a good halfback. But that Oklahoma defense is tough, man. And their offense is pretty dang good, too. So I'm rooting for Memphis, but I mean, I can't say now like, oh, of course I think Oklahoma's going to win. We see what's happening. I mean, that's four straight plays there for the Oklahoma offense to move it way down into Memphis territory. 2nd and 11 at the 19. Feel like Memphis has to hold them to field goal here. Try to keep this manageable. Okay. Which they did. Okay. It showed us first at the bottom for a second. I got a little concerned. The kick's up, kick's good. It's a 7-point lead. Hennigan's got time to try to put some points on the board here before half, or he'll throw an interception. Oh, no. Wait. He did. Okay. He did throw an interception. I saw a penalty. I wasn't sure what was going on, but Hennigan does throw an interception, and Oklahoma's going to add on here before half. Down to the 34. Big sack, though, by Memphis. 3rd and 7. 40 seconds left. Touchdown, Sooners. Yeah, the Oklahoma defense, man. Forces the turnover. It's going to be tough now. It's going to be awful, awful tough. So you can't really put up a whole lot of points in bunches against Oklahoma. Or can you? We got time. You got 8 seconds in a timeout. I just needed to get a chunk there and try to get a field goal. Wouldn't help you a ton, but maybe momentum, something help pick you up a little bit here for the second half. Instead, Oklahoma keeps their 14-point lead and the ball to start the third quarter. Early 3rd and 5, though. This could be... Okay. So Memphis defense finally steps up a little bit, gets a stop, gets the ball. Got to get a good offensive drive here. Pass dropped isn't going to help. Rock. That is, though. Kobe Drake, big gain. Come on, Memphis. Ball at midfield. Let's at least make this a game. Yeah, Hennigan's not having that bad of a game. Yeah, he threw an interception, which is, I think, is the only second one we've seen so far, and this is our 5th game. But he also throws lasers to Drake. Touchdown, Memphis. 7-point game now. Can the defense step up one more time? That's the big thing. I mean, that's not a good start. We don't have too much room to give up here to keep Oklahoma out of field goal range here, too. That's devastating. That's absolutely devastating. 3rd and 9. Get a stop there. They have to punt. They're not in field goal range. And then they just go right down and score a touchdown. I can't. Every team I'm rooting for is losing. Every single one. I wanted Ohio to beat Florida. That was... Illinois-Rutgers was probably our best game. But Florida-Ohio was actually really, really good, too. This 4th down now, 4th and 4. Throws another interception. Feel like this one is just about done for. Especially, I mean, any score here. Even a field goal makes it a 3-score game with 4 minutes left in the 4th. Looks like the SEC and Oklahoma will be moving on here. This was technically an upset. Memphis was the 6, Oklahoma was the 11. So we've had a few. I mean, Rutgers beating Illinois. Oklahoma beating Memphis. If you want to count that as one, I'd understand if you don't, though. We've got to have a big upset in here somewhere. It might come. It might have to wait for another round or two. Like Ohio State, Florida. I can see Florida winning that. Tennessee UCF is our next game. Man, it's 2:50 left. I mean, you need 3 scores either way, so I wouldn't pay to kick in a field goal there, but that Oklahoma defense, man, stepped up when they needed them to. I mean, this, yeah, 2 minutes left, 17-point game. This one is over, especially after that. So this one is over. Oklahoma moving on to the round of 32. They will play the winner of our next game, the Tennessee Volunteers and the UCF Golden Knights, or just Knights, whatever they are. And honestly, this is a pretty even matchup too. Tennessee's only an 87 overall. I still don't get how their defense is only a 78, but whatever. UCF technically has the advantage there at an 84 overall with an 80 overall defense. We'll see. I really think Tennessee can go on a run here. They were my pick for this whole region. But with how my picks have gone, that might be bad news. Bad news for the Volunteers. I was just going to say, I think I'm rooting for UCF, but I picked Tennessee to win this region, so I guess I kind of have to root for Tennessee. It's kind of hardwired for me to not cheer for any SEC teams, but Tennessee's going to be another one. Big third down there to get started. And I think in next year's game, they're going to be super, super good again. I think Nico, they're going to make really good. The veer and shoot offense, I think, is really good. Good start. Less than a minute and a half in. 2 big third down conversions. Easy touchdown. 7-0 Tennessee. Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see. I can't imagine teams are going to run too well, and I think we're going to see a lot of sacks out of the Tennessee defense. Especially against, like, UCF, and then who would they have? Oh, they'll have Oklahoma next. Maybe not so much against Oklahoma. We'll see. We'll see. Squirrel White just having a day already here. Already down to UCF's 28. Again, another rush by Dylan Sampson. Only gain of 4, though. 3rd and 6, and another. Those third downs, those are the biggest difference I think we're seeing in these games. Who gets off the field on those third downs and who doesn't? Teams almost are always taking advantage. You give up a 3rd and long. Guess what? It's a touchdown a few plays later. Already 14-0 for the Volunteers. I keep thinking that guy's name is Tuberville. What was the... Another sack. My goodness. The old, like, Auburn coach, then Texas Tech coach, and now he's like the Alabama senator. Tommy Tuberville. Right? Tuberville? Anyway. End of the first quarter here. It is not looking hot for my boys at UCF. One of my favorite playbooks in this game, just by the way, is UCF's. I really do think they have a good playbook. I don't know for Sims, but for playing like online against other people, I really like UCF's playbook. The gun box offset and like offset weak or something like that. Doesn't seem... Yeah, there's James Pierce Jr. I mean, that's already, what, 3 or 4 sacks? This is pretty much exactly what we were expecting out of Tennessee is what we have gotten here so far, with Squirrel White being a total menace on the offensive side of the ball. They're going to be tough to beat, man. Them against Oklahoma in the next round is going to be really, really interesting, I think. I don't know who. I could see either team come in. My goodness. Who scored that? That was a pass. Was it Squirrel White again? Chris Brazel. 21-0 for Tennessee. UCF has been able to do nothing on offense so far, so I'm not sure how they're going to be able to try to get to 21 or try to make this a game. It's looking like tough sledding for our boys from Florida. But they are on Tennessee's side of the field now for, I think, the first time. And okay, UCF. If they can just figure out something on defense here. I mean, they're still down 14. Not ideal. But and they just keep giving up big plays. Oh my gosh. Tennessee's going to score here before half. They got one more play probably? Oh no, okay. So we didn't score before half, and it is UCF ball. Okay. This sure feels like a big drive. They just... I don't know what they did in that little 2-minute drill. They were actually able to move the ball a little bit, but this is what we've been seeing all day. Try to run, you can't. It's so hard to run against Tennessee. Their defensive line is just so good. It's hard to do anything against Tennessee. It is good, though, that we're doing it like this because, you know, that injury that popped up for that left tackle doesn't really matter, except for this game. It's not like we're actually in a dynasty or anything like that. The injuries aren't going to carry over. I'd hate for that to be a deciding factor. I'm feeling awful good about my pick for Tennessee to win this whole region. They are looking unreal here so far in this one. 27-7. Yeah, their extra point was blocked, but their defense has been phenomenal. Their offense has been lights out. I mean, Tennessee is going to be a hard team. Oh, whoa, a 46-yard rush by the quarterback? RJ Hart? No, that wasn't the quarterback. What? No, that wasn't the quarterback. Their halfback gets a big rush. I mean, they're keeping it somewhat competitive. They're not, and I love, total aside, UCF's kicker's last name is Boomer. Unbelievable last name for a kicker. 100% would want him on my team with a name like that. So Tennessee looking to put this one away now. Oh, a sack by UCF. 3rd and 10. And they get off the field. So UCF getting the ball back here. Potential to make this a one-score game. This one, 4 minutes to go. If they can score quickly here, this one's not over yet. But they obviously have to score on this drive, or else that's it. You're hoping not to be dinking and dunking at this point. Getting these 3, 4, 5-yard completions and rushes from your quarterback, killing a lot of time. 4th and 2. 3 straight runs by the quarterback. 4 straight runs by the quarterback. Tennessee shuts them down on 4th down. That should be game here. Tennessee, yeah, and a 15-yard penalty. Tennessee will be moving on. Squirrel White. I might have to check his stats after. And go for 2. Why not? Make it a 21-point game to Squirrel White. And an interception. Whew. Sorry, UCF. So, Tennessee moving on to face the Oklahoma Sooners. Let me get my little graphic up over here and move them on. I am actually going to check Squirrel White's stats, because I feel like he was a menace in this game. Anyway, so the kick to field goal. Okay. Oh, walk-off touchdown to only lose by 18. Good, or 16. They went for 2 even. Good job, UCF. 38-22, Tennessee moving on to face Oklahoma. I just want to see Squirrel White stats here really quick, because I felt like he was doing just everything. But I could be wrong. Yeah, 5 for 103, 2 touchdowns, and a 2-point conversion. That'll do. Next up, our 7-10 matchup is going to be Colorado against Kansas. Kansas was one of my first favorite teams in this game, so I will be rooting for Kansas in this one, so place your bets accordingly. The 287 overall teams here facing off. I mean, that's as even, I was going to say it's our most even matchup yet, but that's as even as it could possibly get. But yeah, Kansas was probably my first favorite team in this game. Colorado was my favorite team to actually watch play last year. Travis Hunter was so much fun. I know people don't. People like to crap on Colorado for whatever reason. They were so much fun to watch last year. Huge fan of them. Kansas, big disappointment last year. We'll see this upcoming year. Like Jalen Daniels, super fun. Devin Neal, awesome. Their secondary is good. March right down. We did say, and when we were unveiling the bracket, not expecting a ton of defense in this one. This should be a shootout between these teams, I would imagine. With Shador, Travis. I mean, Colorado's got so much speed on offense. Outside of just Travis Hunter, like Jimmy Horn Jr. Like Jimmy Horn Jr. They're another team that has, kind of like what we saw with Oklahoma, they have another really fast halfback, but you actually have to put him in, so he's not going to be in this game, but Jimmy Horn Jr. is, Travis Hunter is, down to the 11 already, touchdown Travis Hunter, 7-7, 3 minutes and 12 seconds in this game. Offensive touchdown for Kansas, touchdown for Colorado, both offenses looking sharp early. Injury to, so that's 2 injuries already for Colorado. Wow. Big sack. 2nd and 17. 3rd and 14. Can Kansas keep the offensive momentum going? They cannot. Check down to Devin Neal. Have to punt it away. Back to Shador Sanders. Back to Travis Hunter. Back to Jimmy Horn Jr. Not the squad you want to be handing the ball off to. Unless they're going to keep running. You want Colorado to be running this ball here. You don't want them doing that. Wester, also good. You don't want Shador Sanders to get going. That's Colorado could 100% go on a run here, because Shador is so good in this game, and their receivers are really, really good. Their offense is going to be awful hard to stop. I'm assuming Boise wins in our next matchup against UCLA. Them against whoever wins this could be a tough matchup for Boise. It really could. The 3rd and 4, though, already down to the 24. Can't do that, Kansas. Can't do that, Kansas. Hand them that 3rd down. It was a 15-yard penalty, half the distance or something like that. And Shador finds his tight end for the touchdown. Can't hand him stuff like that. Not a team like Colorado. So 14-7 now, and they have to punt again. Oh my goodness. Good punt, though. Down him to what, the 10-ish? The 7. Okay. Yeah, the more Colorado's giving it to that Isaiah Augustavi, whatever his name was, the better it is. Huge stop. Huge stop. So really, Kansas's secondary is pretty good. Kobe Bryant's unbelievable, but I think they have 2 or 3 other guys in that secondary that are good in this game, too. And they've been struggling so far against Colorado, but I mean, Kansas's offense is good, too. First goal at the 1, 9 seconds left, no timeouts. Had to score on that play, and they do. Kansas ties it up 14-14, headed to halftime. Colorado ball to start the second half here. Yeah, I think we're in for a good one here. I mean, one team could 100% just go on a big run. See, that's the guy you want getting the ball if you're Kansas. Yeah, he picked up the first down there, but keep giving it to Isaiah. We're begging you. Or that, 100% that guy. You kidding me? Where's Charlie? Can we get Charlie back in this game? Like, you're Kansas, you're begging Charlie to get it, and not Jimmy Horn Jr., who takes it for a 46-yard touchdown. That'll do it. Yep. Where's Charlie? Get Charlie back out here. Is he just like the water boy? Somehow found a helmet to put on? All right, Kansas. You just can't let up against Colorado. You have to make these offensive drives count, and you can't be getting 10-yard penalties. You cannot be getting 10-yard penalties. Now giving Colorado the ball back. I mean, Kansas has gotten a stop on defense. I think they've only gotten 1, but it's possible. It's because of that. We need those passes thrown away. We need Charlie. We need Isaiah to get this ball on 3rd and 5. Gosh, it really feels like Shedeur is just picking them apart here. See? Give it to Isaiah. Now give it to Charlie on 3rd and 3. Pass thrown away. I don't think... No, they can't kick from here. They have to punt. Kansas getting the ball back. I do think... I don't know. I'm pulling for Kansas, but I think Colorado has a better shot of, like, making a run. Just because their offense is so good in this game. But I'd still prefer Kansas. So we'll take it. Now we're even. Kansas had one earlier. Colorado gets one there. Big penalty. Hopefully to set up a touchdown. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. The 20-yard line into the red zone. Gotta finish it. Devin Neal. I'm really hoping if we do end up going slow mode and we see Kansas have the ball, I'm hoping they bust out the split T. That was really the reason I ran Kansas. Because they were by far, in my opinion, they were the best team to have the split T. 3rd and 10 for Colorado. There's Charlie. That's when you give it to Charlie. That's when you decide Charlie should get the ball on 3rd and 10. Now Kansas has it midfield. 3rd and 12. Oh, and they gotta punt it right back. Do we go slow mode right now? No. Not until they get to like midfield. This is just taking forever as it is, and I don't want to slow it down any more than... Okay, well, they're not going to get to midfield. Jimmy Horn Jr., 77-yard touchdown with 23 seconds left. 6 seconds, last chance for Kansas, no dice. The Colorado Buffaloes strike. 77-yard touchdown to put away Kansas. Move on to the round of 32. 337 yards and 4 touchdowns for Shedeur Sanders. He's going to be a problem. He is going to be a big, big problem going forward. They will play the winner of our next game, Boise State against UCLA. Our last first round matchup here, Boise State against the Big Ten's UCLA. UCLA was a sneaky good team in this game. Good speed at wide receiver, good power back. I actually liked UCLA in this game quite a bit. Pretty fair matchup, 85 overall Boise, 84 overall UCLA. Of course, Ashton Jeanty, is he be able to get going against the UCLA defense, which I don't remember their defense being particularly great. But I suppose we'll find out. Our last first round game. Let's just get to it. And I hate to put the curse on him, but I'm definitely rooting for Boise in this. I want to see Ashton Jeanty. I want to see what he can do going forward against... I mean, he should do well against Colorado. He should do pretty well against UCLA, but... I mean, and I hate to say it, I could definitely see this being an upset. Boise's one of those teams that they were so good in real life, but it's not really... It's hard to translate into the game, so I don't know. We are going to have to see here. Garbers gets him down inside the 30 already. So if it was a 3 and out for Boise, down to Boise, UCLA's got the ball. 4th and 1 at the 18. They might, I mean, they do go for it. I was really hoping they were just going to settle for a field goal there. They pick up the 4th down. Next play, touchdown UCLA. Boise in an early hole here. Down a stop and down by 7. Maddox, buddy. Maddox is trying to do way too much. He's thrown the ball away so many times already in this game. Genty's gotten the ball 1 time. It's been all passes thrown away or runs by that quarterback. Not going to be the recipe to winning this game, Boise. Not going to be. That's not how you're going to make a run here. I'd love to see Boise make a run here, but it's not going to be on the back of Madsen. I will tell you that much right now. Defense, though. 3rd and 10. And they do have that one really good defensive end, Hussein, I think. And Boise's defense isn't terrible. Give it to Genty. Give it to Genty, man. Stop, Maddox. Stop. Then a check down to Genty for 0 yards, and then a pass knocked away. Maddox Madsen is dooming the Boise State Broncos right now. Genty's carried it twice. Once was only 3 yards. The second rush was for 20. And then they just tried a little check down to him. That's it. Get it to Genty. Let him do his thing, man. There's just so much pressure on the defense if your offense is doing nothing. Got him on a 3rd and 10, though. If we can get a stop here, we can't. Never mind what I was going to say. Hold him to a field goal? They might go for it here again. Nope, they kicked that time. I'm just kind of surprised because they went for it the first time. Figured they might go for it there again, but it does make sense to kick it. Maddox, you have got to stop, buddy. Camper's pretty good. Boise's receivers, I don't remember them being too fast. Maddox, buddy. And a bad punt and a 16-yard turn. UCLA might get more here. But yeah, I get why they went for it the first time and kicked that time. You know, extend your lead to 2 scores. I'm with that. That makes sense. Okay, 14 seconds left. 6 seconds left. I don't think they can kick from here. Okay. So it's a 2-score game. Down by 10. But boy, Boise's offense. Maddox Madsen is torpedoing his own team here. He's just trying to be the hero, trying to do everything. Keeps throwing the ball away and keeps running for 2 yards. So give it to Genty, please. I would love to see Genty keep going here, but it's up to Maddox. Another gain of 5. Those are fine. Take your gains of 5. Not you, Maddox. That's not fine when you do it. It's yay! And then boo. Oh, yay! I was ready to boo if it was a Maddox Madsen run. Just give it to Genty, man. He's going to keep those chains. Boo. 4-yard run when Madsen does it. Boo. 4-yard run when Genty does it. Yay! Boo. It's not rocket science, Boise. It's not difficult. Give it to Ashton Genty. Just give it to Genty. They do have a good tight end, I think. I think that Matt guy's pretty good. Okay. Drive sparked by Ashton Genty. Getting those early gains, getting the 30-yard rush results in a Boise touchdown. Maddox, take the hint, buddy. Just turn and hand the ball off and get out of the way. That's all you gotta do. Turnover. Boise, what a comeback. No, why is Sire Gaines in there? 3rd and 1. Be Genty. That's why Sire Gaines is in there. What a switch that has been flipped here in the 4th quarter. Boise State, from down by 10 with their offense unable to move the ball at all, turns to their running backs, and now they're up by 4. Who could have seen that coming? Just everybody. My goodness. 3rd and 16 now for UCLA. They have to punt, right? Boise with the ball, up by 4. This has to be Genty time. Has to be. Maddox. Brother. We've got to have a talk. Genty didn't get hurt, did he? What? Sire Gaines is in there again. 3rd and 5. This is essentially game if they get this. Okay, Maddox. Okay, Maddox. Maybe I was a little too harsh on you there. Came through when we needed you. I don't know what happened to Genty. Gaines is apparently just in there now. But Boise State, kneeling it out, somehow survives against UCLA. I thought we had our first major upset in that one. But, nope, Boise State, they stay alive. They will take on Colorado in our round of 32. But first up is going to be Ohio State against Florida. We avoided too many huge upsets in that round. Biggest one being Rutgers, the 13 seed, knocking off number 4 Illinois. Other than that, 9 Florida beat 8 Ohio. Yeah, that's about it. We'll look at the updated bracket here and then get into round number 2. So this video, it's going to be long, but we are going to go through and find out who's going to the Final Four out of this region. Into the round of 32, here's a quick look at how our bracket is looking. We got Ohio State against Florida, Alabama against Rutgers, Oklahoma against Tennessee. That bottom half is going to be very interesting. I was going to say the most, but it's really every matchup but Alabama-Rutgers. I feel like Alabama's probably going to crush them on that one. But Ohio State, Florida, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Colorado, Boise State, I think we are in for some really good round 2 games here. Starting Ohio State against the Florida Gators. I went the total wrong way on that. I mean, it's Big Ten against SEC, so I'm kind of conditioned to root for the Big Ten. So I guess I will be pulling for Ohio State in this one. I think, what was my Elite 8 pick? It was Ohio State against Tennessee, so I kind of have to root for Ohio State anyway. All right, let's get to it. Florida will be starting with the ball in this one. Again, Ohio State, solid overall advantage, which they will have in every game except for if they play Alabama. I think they're both 95 overall. Ohio State might be a 94. I don't know. I know Alabama's 95, which is insane. But let's see. I mean, DJ Lagway, he is an equalizer. Him being able to run like he can, his rocket arm, we'll see. 3rd and 6 at the 50. He tried to run. He heard me try to give him props on his running skills. Comes up short though. Have to punt it back to Ohio State. See their offense back on the field here again after they just tore apart Oregon State in that opener. I mean, obviously it's a big jump here. Now we didn't see Scott, I don't think, at all in that first game. Ibuka, we definitely did. Obviously it's a big jump from Oregon State to Florida, but man, Ohio State's offense is going to be hard to stop. Ohio State's offense is going to be very difficult to stop. Fun fact, they also have the split T. I don't know if I mentioned that in the Kansas game or not. I've been saying a lot of words. Some are getting kind of lost as I go through here. Yeah, Ohio State also with the split T, which is great. Oh, I had to look away there for a second. Florida's moving to midfield. You know you're going to have to put up points against Ohio State. Much easier said than done. But you know you're going to have to do it. Big 3rd down conversion to keep this drive alive. So once you fall down by like 14, oh gosh. Because I was just going to say, at least in real life, I don't know how it translates to these simulations. If you fall behind by so much against a team with a really good defensive line and good pass rushers, and they can just pin their ears back because they know you're passing, you're pretty much dead. Like, there's not a lot you can do. In this game, we'll see huge stop. Huge stop to get him on a 4th and inches there. Will Howard, the coward, just doesn't reach for the first down. Gets stopped on 4th and inches, but now Florida with a 3rd and 6, and they are giving it right back to Ohio. I mean, you can definitely tell, at least so far, Ohio State's struggling a little bit more than they did against Oregon State. That first drive was pretty easy, but then they had to punt. It's those chunk plays, those Ibuka on those chunk plays. Killed Oregon State so far, killing Florida. Travion Henderson, a big gain. Ibuka again. Yeah, Ibuka's a problem, man. At least next year he'll be gone, but then they'll have Jeremiah Smith, who's going to be absurdly good. Touchdown, Buckeyes, 14-0. This was a rematch. What year was that? Because I think they played in the College Football National Championship. There you go, Florida. And the Basketball Championship. I think that was like 2007-ish, somewhere around there. And Florida won that game. They needed that in the worst way. How they were able to score there before half, get it back to a 7-point game, I'm not entirely sure. It's a couple big passes, especially with Ohio getting the ball. Huge to keep that at 7. To somehow get that back to 7, I should say. Now, if your defense can come up with one more stop here on 3rd and 3, which they do, which is not something we saw at all in the first round. Ohio State getting stopped on 3rd down. Now, it's a 7-point game and you've got the ball. And Lagway's feeling it. He's heating up. Heating up a little bit. So let's take it out of his hands and give it for a 2-yard rush. This is like the opposite of the Boise game. Stop running the ball. Let Lagway do his thing, man. He's doing well. Keep him in it. Keep him moving the rock. Down in the red zone. Down 1st and goal at the 7. Florida. I mean, this is a lot like their game against Ohio where they fell down early. They fight back, swing that momentum back. Lagway throws it in. I think that was that guy's 2nd touchdown. Tie game. Minute 14 left in the 3rd. Ohio State now might be reeling a little bit. They got up 14-0 there with like 40 seconds left in the half. They had to be feeling awful good about themselves. Now Florida punches them right back in the mouth, ties it up. 30 seconds left, 3rd and 1. I'm surprised they passed it. I feel like Travion or Quinshawn gets that pretty easy for you. But they pass it, they get it with the tight end who's had a great game today. 3rd and 10 though. Pass thrown away. Florida's getting the ball back. At the 1. But they're getting the ball back. A lot, and gives them breathing room right away. 17-yard rush. Florida tie game with the ball from down 14-0 just before halftime now. 14-14. But a 3rd and 20 at your own 7 is not where you want to be. Lagway just runs for 2. They are going to have to punt it back. A great punt, though. Huge. Huge to get that way down there. Make them earn it. Make them fight to get into field goal range. And Travion hurt on the play. If only they had a second really good halfback. Oh, that's right. There's Quinshawn Judkins. If only they had a second good halfback. Man, that'd be fun. So at the 16-yard line now, if you're Florida, you almost want them. No, you obviously want them to kick a field goal here. 3rd and 11. Okay, 4th and 5. Gonna go field goal. We're gonna go slow mode for this Florida drive. Down by 3. Minute 15 to go. Oh, let's back up here. And they completed the first pass. So they had it at the 30, at the 25, 13. Okay. Oh, let's go slow mode. Florida ball, down by 3. A chance to knock off the number 1 overall seed. They're at midfield already. 1 timeout left. I'm trying to make sure to hit A, to do anything I can to make sure they're actually moving here. I didn't mean to hit exit, but that's fine. 45 seconds, 1 timeout, ball at midfield in a 3-point game against the number 1 overall seed. Hits the wheel route. They're in field goal range. They are already in field goal range. I accidentally exited out there. Let's get back into it. 40 seconds left, 31-yard line, a 3-point game. The second round might get a little spicy. Okay, come on. Why does it keep doing this? Let's go, Florida. Let's go. I would like to see a big upset. I would. Man coverage finds the drag right over the middle of the field. Last time out taken by Florida. 18-yard line. 21 seconds to go. Number 1 overall seed Ohio State on the ropes to the Florida Gators here. Lagway running out of time. Tries to run. Gets hit as he throws. I thought that was getting picked off. I thought the defender on the sideline was picking that off. It was a pass thrown away, though. It's Florida. Smart. Got rid of it. That's fine. You just can't take a sack. It's not quite game over. Almost, though, with no timeouts. Oh, they're just kicking right now. They just didn't want to risk it. I guess I don't hate it. I think, because if you get tackled in bounds, game's essentially over, right? But you have time. You could take a shot at the end zone if you wanted to. But kicks up, kicks good. We got a tie game here in the second round. Florida, Ohio State. 13 seconds, 2 timeouts. Probably not enough for Ohio to do anything, but with the wide receivers they got, you never know. You never know. This might not go to overtime. The kick return went nowhere. 10 seconds at their own 20. You send a couple streaks and chuck one up, maybe? Or they're just running? All right. Let's just take it to overtime. Our first overtime game. Our first game in the round of 32. Let's see who's moving on to the Sweet 16. Florida, Ohio State, overtime. It will be Ohio State with the ball first here, obviously starting at the 25-yard line. They'll motion him in. Will Howard dropping back, got time, takes the drag route, gets outside. Number 3. What was that pursuit angle there, buddy? You got to keep him from getting to that edge. Carnell Tate gained a 17 on the first play for Ohio. A lot of blue and orange there. Oh, that's just the Florida side. Say, we're in Detroit. There should be a much shorter drive for Ohio State than it is the Florida Gators. First and goal now at the 8. You got to think this is going to be some runs in here. We don't know how hurt Travion Henderson is. Just right over the middle. Almost falls in. Now, second and goal from the 2-inch line. Got to be Quinshon Judkins, you would think. Maybe even just a QB sneak for Will Howard. It'd be awful tough. Florida's big men up front, and they got some big men up front. They've really got to stand tall here to try to keep Ohio State from scoring. They are passing the ball. I thought that was intercepted. Oh, I thought Will Howard just threw that straight to that defender. Went for the wheel route. Florida all over it. Wow. Why are you not just running the ball here, Ohio? Third and goal. Look how close that ball is. You can just walk into the end zone here, you'd have to imagine. They're passing again. Will Howard just going to take it. 94 on Florida. Grabs a hold of him, but Will Howard, not a coward. Powers his way in. Ohio State touchdown. Can Florida respond? Florida's chance here. DJ Lagway leading the way for the Gators. Let's see, can that Ohio State pass rush get in? No, it cannot. Oh, and breaks the tackle, gets the first down, gain of 12 first play for Florida. Dude, that number 17 receiver has been a menace today. He's catching everything. I think he got that big touchdown before half. I think he got both their touchdowns. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Let's go to the next play here, boys. Okay? Yeah, Ohio State's D-line seems to be pretty neutralized here by Lagway and the offensive line of Florida. I haven't really seen too many sacks popping up for the Buckeyes. Take your easy gain of 5. First and 10, take your gain of 5, move on. Nothing wrong with that. You gotta feel like Lagway's gonna have to take off here at some point. Use his legs. Look at Al back there, still just having the time of his life. I wish we could speed up in between the plays here a little bit, but it is what it is. Okay. Lagway, 2nd and 5 from the 9-yard line. Tournament on the line. Goes for the end zone. Picked off. Lagway goes for it all. Interception. Ohio State survives. Moves on to the Sweet 16. They will play the winner of Alabama and Rutgers. What a game. Great effort by Florida. You got to hold your head up high after a performance like that. Great effort, Florida. Just not quite enough. Number 1 overall. Showed why they're number 1 overall. Ohio State moving on. And I'm not going to lie on this one. Hopes are not high for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. We'll be pulling for them to pull off this upset. But it would certainly be quite the upset if they're able to do it. We haven't really seen anything too crazy yet. We came awful close with Ohio against Florida and then Florida against Ohio State. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And Boise State, UCLA. But all right, Alabama, Rutgers. It's like we saw against Illinois. You know, Rutgers is going to have to try to get the ground game going and trust on their defense, but they're not going against Illinois in this one. Against the Crimson Tide, it is going to be tougher, but they do have an early 3rd and 4 and a pass knocked away. Okay, Rutgers. I apologize. Not familiar with your game. Getting the ball back very quickly. Just can't trust that quarterback. Still can't say his name. But if you're relying on him, it's going to be tough. Keeps making me look foolish though. He keeps coming through when they need him to, because they do need him to in this one, because running the ball is really going to be difficult. But if we just get that one big momentum swing play here on the... I forgot they were on the 6. I almost thought that was a safety for a second. I got very excited. Oh, that would have been a huge stop. So deep in their own territory. Could have gotten good field position on that one. And then a big play and a 15-yard penalty. Puts it at Rutgers 40. Down almost in the red zone now is Alabama. That was fast. That happened quick. That all happened very, very quickly. From like their own 15 to a touchdown in what was that, 3 plays? That's what Alabama can do though. That is what Bama can do. at least, you know, if Rutgers doesn't pull this off, which again, don't expect them to, we'll get Ohio State, Alabama in the Sweet 16, which would be quite a matchup. I was thinking about how to see, I mean, good drive going here by Rutgers, down to the 34, down to the 24. Come on, Rutgers, answer him back here, punch in a touchdown. Down to the 11. Come on, Rutgers. 2nd and 5 at the 6. Penalty on Alabama. 1st and goal at the 1. Monangai. No. Don't even risk it with that guy. Just run it in. Wide receiver, sure. However you got to run it in, just run it in. Rutgers has tied it up in the second half. I keep saying second half. In the second quarter. They've gotten one stop on defense. And then one time Alabama just 3 plays all the way down the field. We'll see what this drive's got for us. We never know. Could be. We've seen extremes on both sides. 3rd and 3 though. Yeah. But yeah, what was that? The seeding. I was thinking of doing it by maybe overalls, like in the game instead, but I think it's more fun to do it this way, just based on how they actually finished last year. Then you know, I think it makes for more fun matchups. So Alabama marches right down the field, but Rutgers already in Alabama territory. This quarterback has definitely been proving me wrong. He's been stepping up in a huge way for the Scarlet Knights here. 1st and goal at the 7. He's been stepping up unbelievably. He has been playing phenomenally. The high-powered Rutgers offense answers right back. 40 seconds left in the half, and it's 14-14. Alabama against Rutgers. See, now I'm getting excited. Now I'm getting my hopes up that Rutgers can actually pull this off. And I'm not sure they actually can, but right now I believe it. I'm believing in my heart of hearts that Rutgers in this dang quarterback, I'm just going to call him the Greek Freak. It's going to be a lot easier for me. That they can actually pull this off now. They're on Alabama's side of the, well, I was going to say their side of the 40. That pushed them back. 3rd and 10, another 24-yard completion. Down to the 1 again, another 1st and goal for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Monangai punches it in for the touchdown. Rutgers in the second half now has a 7-point lead on Alabama. Oh my goodness, Rutgers, please, somehow, some way. We've gotten our hopes up on these upsets multiple times throughout this bracket so far, and they've all crumbled, but the defense gets a stop. Rutgers is getting the ball back here again, and a short punt. One more drive, Greek Freak. One more drive, buddy, and we're feeling pretty good. 3rd and 7, or their own 40. This big play, tries to do it himself, comes up short, giving it back to Alabama. Minute 11 left in the 3rd. Rutgers still in the lead by 7, but we know Alabama can score in the blink of an eye. 2 big plays already on the other side of the 40. Jam Miller takes it for 2. You got to hope they stick with running the ball for some reason. That's your best shot, because once Miller starts throwing to these wide receivers, it's just easy pickings, it seems like, for this Crimson Tide offense. 3rd and 5 at the 12. Pass thrown away. They got to kick a field goal, right? They're not going to go for this. They do go for it, and it's a touchdown. No. 4th and 5. Bama goes for it. The Rutgers defense can't get off the field. Tie game now. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Come on, Rutgers. Big drive. Just get something going here. Yes. Down to the 30. -2. Not great. And a turnover. They reeled me in. The Greek Freak quarterback reeled me in again. But they've got to stop on defense again. Right? There's no way they go for this one. No shot. They do punt. Come on. I'm going slow-mo just because it's Rutgers against Alabama. I said I wasn't going to in these situations, but it's Rutgers. Oh, he just got sacked. So it's a 3rd and 10. Come on, Greek Freak. You got one more big play in you. You're trying to move this along. Trying to get it going. 3rd and 10. Minute 10. Rutgers ball. Tie game. And here comes the pressure. Sacked again. Minute 3 to go. Alabama's going to be getting the ball back here. don't love Rutgers' chances, but I mean, they've surprised me throughout this whole game. They've surprised me throughout this entire game. Just please don't tease us with another big upset here. And then, oh, is that a good punt? That was fine. Just go make your tackles. Okay. So they're not in field goal range yet, but they're about a first down away. Alabama is here. On Rutgers 47, 55 seconds left to go. Tie game. Winner has a date against Ohio State in the Sweet 16. What a play. What a sack. Huge. Huge. Okay, 2nd and 16, back on their own 47 now. 51 seconds left. One timeout for Alabama. They only really need... Oh, big blitz was so risky there. They sent that slot corner from way out. It had no chance of getting in there. Leave the seam wide open for Jalen Milroe, and he takes advantage. 47 seconds left. Still 2 timeouts for Rutgers. I mean, Bama can essentially run this clock out if they would like to. They go for the RPO. Bold move. Worked out. Bold move, though. Gosh, they're going to tease us with another one, aren't they? Another big upset teaser here. Unless, I mean, yeah, we just need a miracle at this point. This should be a run. Loop around, make your tackles, timeout. There's no more timeouts. We got to hope Alabama, for whatever reason, tries to pass here. And it's incomplete, or they go out of bounds, or something. Because they can just run out the rest of this clock. Rutgers out of timeouts. That's our only hope right now. That they do something silly. Nope, they do just run it. Hope for a missed field goal. 6, 5, 4, 3. Kick is up. Kick is good. Alabama gets the walk-off field goal win against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Gosh dang it, they reeled me in with the upset again, but Alabama is going to move on. They will face off against Ohio State in the Sweet 16. Emmanuel Henderson just apparently just absolutely cooked Rutgers. But our next matchup in the round of 32, more SEC action. Oklahoma will be taking on Tennessee. So our 3-seed Tennessee against our 11-seed Oklahoma, and Oklahoma has the overall advantage. Interesting. But Tennessee is my pick to come out of this region, so I got to stick with my Tennessee pick. But it's a tough matchup for them. We'll see. And then, of course, the winner is going to go on to the Sweet 16 to face the winner of Colorado and Boise State. I'll take Oklahoma or Tennessee in that matchup. But we got to see who gets there first. A couple of year and shoot teams. A couple of pretty dang good teams, man. This is going to be a tough game for whoever comes out on top. You hate to start with a penalty, though. Even though we're rooting for Tennessee, we still want to see a good, clean game between these two squads. Quick 3rd and 11. 3 straight rushes for Oklahoma. Shut down that Tennessee D-line. So I think they're going to be a big difference in pretty much every game. This one, I think they could tear apart that Colorado O-line. Oh, 4th and inches. They're going for the kick. The 55-yarder is up, and it is no good. So 3 and out for Oklahoma. I think that was a 3 and out for Tennessee too, but ended with a missed kick, and then another 3 and out for Oklahoma. This could be a defensive game for sure. I mean, Oklahoma's overall got a great defense. Tennessee has a great defensive line. We'll see, but that Tennessee offense looked pretty dang good against UCF, especially Squirrel White. We know he has been... he was a big difference maker in that game. Seems to be so far in this one. A 3rd and 2 now for Tennessee and Nico, and they back up 3 yards. So I'm going to try another kick. Oh, did they go for it? Hold up. What happened there? The world will never know. We will just never know. Okay. Oh, wait, actually, if we do view all play history, and go to the end of the first quarter, what happened on that 4th down? Did they actually go for that? They did. 4th and 4 at the 40. They went for it. It was a 19-yard rush by Nico. Wow. Very surprised to see that. And Dylan Sampson punches in the touchdown. Bold play call. Bold choice to go for it on 4th down. Pays off for Tennessee. Early 7-0 lead here against Oklahoma, who is still looking for their first down of the game. 3rd and 4. They don't get it. They don't get it. They keep trying to run on Tennessee, and Tennessee is just not letting them. The Volunteer defense shutting down the Sooners' rushing attack here early. See, Nico and Squirrel White are a big difference compared to Jackson Arnold. Oh, but back-to-back passes thrown away. Oklahoma defense steps up when they need to here. Offense taking back over at the 6, the 5. Can they get a first down? The running game is just not there for Oklahoma. It's just not there. They keep trying, and it just has not been there. Now their right tackle is hurt. They run again on 3rd down. Almost get it, but don't. 4th and 1. Punt it back to the Volunteer offense. Nico, though, not able to get in a rhythm here. A lot of sacks, passes thrown away. Just not much going for either offense at this point. The big difference has been Squirrel White. Another great punt. Pins him down at the 2. My goodness. That's a danger zone for the way Oklahoma's been operating on offense. First down. All right, Jackson. There you go. Now they're getting a little momentum. It might not have enough time here to do anything in the first half, but maybe some of this can carry over to the second half. Jackson Arnold starts slinging the ball a little bit because that run game is unbelievably not there. It's not even that it's not there. It is non-existent. It stayed in Oklahoma. The rest of the team came to Detroit for this Midwest regional game. Squirrel White, another gain of 9. But that Oklahoma defensive front is causing a lot of passes thrown away by Nico, which is what's been keeping him in this game up until that point. Finds Brazil. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 2-score lead now. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We got to see some life out of Oklahoma's offense for them to have much of a chance in this one. They got to keep throwing it with Jackson Arnold. They have to get some big chunks here and not get penalties. 4th and inches. Oh, 3rd and 13. You get a gain of 13. How many straight penalties is that? There were 3 penalties, I think, on that drive. I think they got 7 on the first play, so it's 2nd and 3. Then they got a 5-yard penalty, so it's 2nd and 8. And then they got nothing, but they had a 5-yard penalty. See, pass thrown away again, though. That Oklahoma defense is bothering Tennessee, but not as much as the Tennessee defense has been bothering Oklahoma. The Sooners have just had a whole lot of nothing here. They keep trying to run the ball, and I don't know why. It has not worked all day. The only time they had a breath of life on offense was Jackson Arnold trying to throw it, but they just keep going to that run. And Tennessee's defensive front is way too strong for that. They somehow picked up that 3rd down, and then another touchdown. Nico found his groove just a little bit, just enough that, yeah, he's throwing the ball away a ton, but it is 19-0 for Tennessee. It's that Oklahoma offense just struggling for air right now. They've got, and then you drop passes on top of it. You got to go for it here. 4th and 3. They pick it up. They pick it up. You got to think it's too late for the Sooners at this point, though. Or is it? Or is it? I have an incredible gift of anytime I say anything, the opposite happens. And we saw it right there. Just kept talking crap on Oklahoma's offense. They just scored a 70-yard touchdown. I mean, there's 3 minutes left. If they get a stop here, it might... Oh, pinned him at the 1 again. Tennessee's punter is a weapon. My goodness. He has been unbelievable in this game. He might be the big difference in this game. That punter on Tennessee has pinned them within the 5 multiple times, and Oklahoma just can't get anything going, especially when you're pinned at the 1. And then, what a fitting way for them to go out. 4th and 10 at your own 1. It's still a 12-point game. You still have a shot. You throw the ball away. Get out of here, Oklahoma. Just get out of here. I wish you lost to Memphis. You disgust me. Disgust me. So now Tennessee will be moving on to the Sweet 16, our second SEC team in the Sweet 16. Well, they will await the winner of the Colorado Buffaloes and the Boise State Broncos. Yeah, you got another interception. All right. This is just... You gotta like Tennessee's chances in the next round. They've probably been playing the best here so far. Alabama had a big scare against Rutgers. Tennessee dismantled UCF, won easily against Oklahoma. They're hot right now, man. They have been playing well. But let's get to Colorado and Boise State, find out our last Sweet 16 participant from this region. 7 seed Colorado with a 2 overall advantage, but that didn't mean much for Oklahoma against Tennessee. So we will see the 2 seed Boise State, the 7 seed Colorado. Winner goes on to face 3 seed Tennessee. So far we have 1 seed Ohio State, 5 seed Alabama, 3 seed Tennessee. Pretty chalky here so far, but I don't know. I'm rooting for Boise, but I have a feeling if I were a betting man, I'd bet on Colorado. It's really going to come down to that Maddox-Madsen. How's he going to play? Is he going to try to take over this game like he did the first one? Almost cost them against UCLA. I mean, Boise wasn't able to really do much until they started running the ball. And defensively, how are they going to match up against the speed of Colorado? Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, that speed at wide receiver that we saw. There's Hassanine. That's the guy's name. That's his name. He gets in there, he makes a play. The Boise defense starts us off with a stop here and a good return. Now Colorado's 43. Ashton just feed Genty. I know he only got 2 yards. Feed Genty. Give the ball to Genty. Maddox, get out of the way, buddy. Stay out of the way. Stay out of Ashton Genty's way. The defense forces a punt. Genty goes for, 45 yards on their first drive, including the touchdown. Gets Boise up 7-0 on Colorado. But you know Colorado's going to score points. Them getting in there and getting these sacks is huge. That's already 3 sacks, 3.5 minutes into this game. That's how you slow them down. Get after Shedeur. If he got time to sit back there and throw the ball, guys are going to get open. They are going to move the rock. If you can get pressure on them, whole different ball game. So 3rd and 19 now. Boise's the ones moving backwards. They are going to give it back to Colorado. Yeah, because you know the Buffaloes are going to score. You know Colorado's eventually going to move the ball. But not yet. They haven't yet. They've gone the whole first quarter and gotten just absolutely nothing. Boise's defense all over Colorado early here. We need another big run from Genty. We need to see another pop of 30 or something here. Okay, 3rd and 6. I wouldn't have given it to Genty here. Maddox, this isn't about you, buddy. This whole run, the whole season Boise's been on to get to this point is not about you, Maddox. Again, if Charlie's the one getting the ball, you're okay. Never mind. Not a sack, but backs him up by 10. First, okay. First and 20. Oh, they just get 22. Yeah, you're happy seeing Isaiah and Charlie, the ones getting the ball here. Because once Shedeur starts slinging the ball, you can get in trouble quickly. Colorado into the red zone, less than 2 minutes to go. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Looking to tie it up here. 3rd and 9, though, for Shedeur. 17-yard. Jimmy Horn, man. Jimmy Horn has been the MVP, I think, for Colorado through the first game and a half here. If not Shedeur Sanders, of course. Tie game now, 49 seconds. I feel like this half went about as well as you could have hoped for Boise defensively, and it's only tied. Like, you had to take advantage of that half if you're Boise. Just the offense just not able to get it going here. I'm blaming Maddox-Madsen. I can't blame Ashton Genty. I'm blaming Maddox-Madsen. 14 seconds and 1 timeout. They got a long way to go to get in field goal range. A 4th sack. That's been the big thing for Boise. That has been how they have contained this Colorado offense. Can they keep it up in the second half? We will have to see. Gosh, Maddox. We just need to see Ashton Genty popping up more than we're seeing right now. That's just the fact of the matter. What a punt. Oh my gosh. If you've watched any of my Dynasty stuff, you know nothing stops me in my tracks more than an unbelievable punt. I love seeing those like 60-something yard punts down to the 1. But then Colorado, this brute force gets the first down. Been all Isaiah this drive so far, which if you're Boise, you are thrilled to see this. And see? You're thrilled to see it be Isaiah as he runs for 30 yards right down Boise's throat. It's been all runs this drive, and they've moved it down to Boise's 40-yard line. Charlie again, 3rd and 6 now. Are they actually going to pass? No, they ran every single play that drive and then missed the field goal. Okay, Boise. Learn from what Colorado just did. Do you see how easily they moved the ball just by running every play? And they don't even have... Okay, somehow we got down to the 18. Now we got a 2nd and 3 at Colorado's 11. Ashton Genty gets a 3rd and inches. First goal to 1. Give it to Genty again. Just give it to Genty. No, Maddox. Not about you, Maddox. Ashton Genty. See? Just give it to Genty. Touchdown Boise. 14-7. Now Boise with the lead in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been playing phenomenally so far, holding Colorado to 7 points. And another 5 sacks for the Boise defense, keeping Shedeur on the move. He's not able to do anything. A 3-and-out. Boise getting the ball back up by 7. 3:19 to go. I cannot believe Colorado's only at 7 points. This Boise defense has been playing phenomenally. Just getting pressure on Shedeur. Give it to Ashton Genty, man. It's not complicated. Give the ball to Ashton Genty. I mean, that's essentially game right there. That is game. Give it to Ashton Genty. Wow. Boise State holds Colorado to 7 and moves on to the Sweet 16. Technically not an upset because they were a 2, Colorado was a 7. But overall wise, that's back-to-back upsets with Tennessee beating Oklahoma, Boise State beating Colorado. So now we got number 1 seed, Ohio State, against number 5, Alabama. Number 3 seed, Tennessee, against number 2 seed, Boise State, into the Sweet 16. We got 3 games left. Find out who is going to the Final Four between those 4 teams. That's a pretty good Final Four. I'm pretty happy with that Final Four. So here is our updated bracket as we head into the Sweet 16. We got only got 3 games left to find our Final Four participant from the Midwest region. So number 1 seed, Ohio State, Alabama, Tennessee against Boise State. My pick at the beginning was Ohio State against Tennessee. I got to stick with that. I think that's what we're going to see here in the finals. Let's get to it. Ohio State against Alabama. So let's see. It is going to be Alabama starting with the ball. I don't know what to expect in this one. They're both 95 overall. But, oh, and Jam Miller being hurt. That could be big. We'll see. Emmanuel Henderson was the one who torched Rutgers. I was really hoping we get Ohio State versus Rutgers, but it is what it is. Against a team like Alabama, handing them a free 15 yards is... okay, now their D tackles are... It's not Tyreek Williams, but still, any injury to... What is happening? What's going on? We had a halfback get hurt, a D tackle get hurt, and a left tackle get hurt, all on this first drive for Alabama. But they are down to Ohio State's 11 already. Now down to the 3. Backs them up 10 though. The backup half. Wait, what? Okay. Alabama touchdown. In about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, Alabama marches right down Ohio State with a little bit of an assist from the Ohio State defense, handing them a 15-yard penalty with Travion Henderson. Nice to see him back healthy, of course. This is the next week. He was totally fine. And that Scott tight end, he was a big difference maker for Ohio State against Florida. Will Howard throws a pick. Alabama takes over in their own red zone. What is up with these injuries? Now Justin Haynes gets hurt. Alabama's on their 3rd string halfback. But they still have Emmanuel Henderson, who is apparently just a total monster. Tyreek Williams gets in there for the sack. 3rd and 15. That's a big stop by Ohio State. I can't believe Will Howard threw a pick on that first drive. And a good kick return sets them up in Alabama territory. See if they can tie the game up here in the second quarter. Yeah, that Scott, the tight end... I wouldn't be surprised to see his name pop up a few more times. There's Jeremiah Smith. Both these offenses, man, they can score so quickly when they're trusting their quarterback to sling it. Both Milroe and Howard with the weapons they have. This game's going to be pretty unpredictable, I would imagine. He can't. That's 2 15-yard penalties on Ohio State. The discipline of the Buckeyes might come back to bite him here again. There's a 15-yard penalty on the first touchdown drive. What is happening in this game? There's so many injuries and so many penalties. These two teams, maybe they're just playing dirty, I guess. They're taking each other out at the knees, leading to a lot of injuries, some chop block penalties, whatever's happening. I'm not entirely sure. But Ohio State does get the ball back. 2 minutes at their own 29. They did pick up that first down. Okay, so 2nd and 10 now. 3rd and 10 now. Minute 40. Can Will Howard come through? Tries to do it with the legs. Can't quite do it. Ohio State has to punt. Minute 20. And Alabama started with the ball. Is that right? I'm so bad at remembering who has the ball and when. Emmanuel Henderson. He's been the player of this region so far. He has been unbelievable. He had 3 scores, I think, against Rutgers. Now... the 30 seconds left before halftime, Huge touchdown against Ohio State. Gives Bama the 7-point lead as we head into halftime. It is Ohio State ball, though. And their offense has moved pretty well. It's just that one red zone interception kept him to only getting 7 points. And then Howard tries to do it with his legs again on third down and gets stopped again. Alabama now a 7-point lead and the ball. Gotta be starting to get a little nervous as an Ohio State fan, but those D tackles keep wreaking havoc, and then Milroe just answers right back, and then Ryan Williams is hurt on the play. What is happening? What is going on? Cole Adams, another big clutch catch for him. A couple times we've seen that name pop up. 3rd and 1 for Bama. Sacked. Tyler Bourne gets in there, gets the sack. They have to kick the field goal, but still extends it to a 2-score lead. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ohio State might be getting a little bit desperate at this point. Time is not on their side. Going against an offense like Alabama's. 4th and inches. 3rd and 5 to get a gain of 5, but are just short. Ohio State down by 10 and has to punt it back, but an interception answers back. Interception for interception. Okay, you got to capitalize here. There's Scott. I told you his name was going to pop up again. It certainly does. Second goal from the 3. Travion Henderson punches one in for the touchdown. 3-point game now. 10 seconds passed in the fourth quarter. Alabama up by 3 with the ball. Feel like Milroe's got to put a drive together here. And there you go. It wasn't a drive. Didn't need a drive. A 75-yard touchdown for Jalen Milroe. Alabama back up by 10. That's how you answer. Throw the interception, hand Ohio State pretty much a free 7 points by doing that. But then you come right back out, you show no fear, you learn from your mistakes, you fire a 75-yard touchdown, get that lead right back, and then your defense steps up, stops them. Yep, 4th and 12, pass thrown away. Will Coward shows up yet again, and then another. That's 3 15-yard penalties on the Ohio State defense in this game. Got to be looking back and thinking what could have been without those penalties. Number 1 overall seed, Ohio State, down to their final 2 minutes. Going to be a field goal here from Alabama. It's not. They go for it. It's still a 2-score lead, though. Minute 40 to go. Yeah, number 1 overall seed might be getting taken out here by Bama. Another injury on the offensive line. Not what you need when we're seeing Will Howard throw the ball away so much. Usually that's because pressure is coming in. Now without that left tackle, we get 3 straight passes thrown away. Pass knocked away. That is going to do it. Ohio State is out. Number 1 overall seed. It was a tough draw for them, getting Florida and Alabama in that same region. You have to beat them at some point. It just happened to be in the Sweet 16. Alabama moves on to the Elite 8, 1 game away from the Final 4. Are we going to have an SEC on SEC matchup, or is Boise State's run going to continue? Let's find out. Tennessee versus Boise State. Winner plays Bama. Our second Sweet 16 matchup ready to get underway. So I just think that Tennessee defensive line is going to make this game come down to Maddox Madsen, and we've seen how that goes. It's not great for Boise. But Genty, I mean, 5 yards, that's almost better than Oklahoma was able to do their entire game in the last round. Maybe this is Maddox's turn to prove me wrong. Again, Tennessee was my pick to come out of this region as the Final 4 representative. It was a risky one, because really Alabama or Ohio was the pick. It was probably the smarter pick. But we'll see. I mean, Genty's got him moving. They're down to the 24-yard line here. Picks up the first. Just give it to Genty. Just give it to Genty. He's not getting a lot of yards, but he's getting some yards. And then Madsen just dots him up over the top. That's the best offensive drive I think we've seen against Tennessee yet. So that was like a full-on drive. That wasn't just one big play. They chipped away, marched all the way down the field against the Volunteers defense. Very impressive start there by the Boise State Broncos and Ashton Genty. See how Tennessee responds with a lot of runs of their own. Dylan Sampson not getting a whole heck of a lot, though. A 3rd and 3 coming up for Tennessee. Picks it up to Kitzelman. I don't think we've seen Kitzelman's name pop up once yet before this game. It gets the big completion there. fall short on 3rd and 6. They have to settle for a field goal. Boise State's defense, bend, don't break, let Tennessee kick those field goals, keep your 7-3 lead. Now, with the ball up by 4, Madsen trying to pass. Madsen gets sacked by James Pierce Jr. That's kind of more of what we expected to see out of the Boise offense. See Madsen trying to do too much. See that Tennessee defensive line get after him a little bit. Get him in trouble. Now Tennessee's offense is moving down to Boise's 26 already. There's Squirrel White down to the 10. 1st and goal. Cameron Selden takes it down to the 8. Nico backs up though. 3rd and goal from the 10. Only gets halfway home. They're probably going to kick again here, I would imagine. A 4th and 5 at the 2-minute warning. Kicks up, kicks good. So Tennessee's had 2 pretty solid offensive drives, but both ending in field goals. Boise State still has a 1-point lead in this one, and time to add to it here before half at their own 40. Minute 33 to go. Throw to Genty. That's fine. 3rd and 2. That's got to go to Genty. Maddox. That has got to go to Genty. I know I picked Tennessee, and I should be rooting for Tennessee. But I have a hard time rooting against Boise and Ashton Genty. I really do. I'm happy with whoever wins. I just want to see Boise do what Boise does. And that's just not what we've been seeing from them until, like, clutch time. Again, I mean, against Colorado, they stuck to it a lot better. But against UCLA, it was just all Maddox Madsen, and they almost lost as the 2 seed in round 1. And now they've gone away from it in this one. And then 3rd and 10, and you don't get off the field. Those are killer. And what we saw in the round of 32 game that we're not seeing Boise do here is get pressure on that quarterback. We saw, I think it was 5 sacks against Shedeur Sanders. Saw a lot of passes being thrown away because the pressure was getting in there. We have not seen, oh, Nico hurt? I mean, he still led him to field goal drive there, bump it up to a 2-score lead. But if Nico was out for this game, that could be the X factor here. Maddox Madsen's going to cause Boise to lose. He's gonna. He should have already. They should have lost to UCLA. They easily, yeah, get Gaston, who throws balls like Gaston, who can run like Gaston. I mean, nobody's watching this late in the video anyway. I can do whatever, say whatever I want. Squirrel White, yeah. I mean, Squirrel White's going to make it easy on whoever that quarterback is. Just throw it in his direction. He'll come down with it. Sampson picks up the 3rd and 1. I mean, 15-yard penalty. I was just going to say, if they can hold him to a field goal again, they have a shot here. I feel like Squirrel White might have just put the nail in the coffin of the Boise State Broncos. Now a 15-point lead into the 4th quarter. Ball at the 50. Maddox, buddy, you have got to stop. And that D-line just absolutely killing him. Got him again. Back-to-back, Norman Lott. He is 3 in a row. I was going to say before he got his 3rd that he's probably the defensive MVP so far. Because he's had multiple games now. I think he had 2 sacks against Oklahoma. Maybe it was UCF. He had a lot of sacks. But he has been a menace on the inside. Pair him with James Pierce Jr. That defensive line is why I picked Tennessee, and they have been proving me right here every game, really. I mean, Oklahoma, they totally shut down that run. UCF, they shut down everything. And Boise State, they started getting this pressure in on them, and it's too much for Boise State's offensive line to handle. Looks like we are going to get an all SEC Elite 8. Maddox Madsen's driving me insane. Every play that drive is Maddox Madsen doing something bad, and Tennessee runs in a touchdown. Tennessee has by far been our most impressive team so far. They've just ended up steamrolling everybody. They killed UCF. They ended up killing Oklahoma. They've ended up here killing Boise State. Now we get Tennessee versus Alabama. Winner goes to the Final Four. I wish it wasn't all SEC, but you can't say the teams didn't deserve it. I just really wish Alabama lost to Rutgers. It's crazy. They were so close to losing Rutgers. Now they are 1 game away from the Final Four. There's no unless. Tennessee wins by 18, going away against Boise State. Sorry, Broncos. Put up a good run. Congratulations on your Sweet 16 finish. let's see who our Final Four representative out of the Midwest is going to be. The 3 seed, Tennessee. The 5 seed, Alabama. I mean, 95 overall, 94 offense, 94 defense. Against 87 overall, Tennessee. But Tennessee's looked awful good, man. You're my pick. I got to stick with them. I'm going Tennessee in this one. In the Elite 8 matchup, who is going to represent? Let's go find out. This is definitely be a tough matchup, really, for both squads. Emmanuel Henderson has been unstoppable so far, so we'll see if Tennessee has an answer for that. Jalen Milroe being so mobile might be able to offset Tennessee's defensive line a little bit. Got him on an early 3rd and 10, and he finds Ryan Williams for 17. And then Bernard for 15. It's just the weapons of Alabama, man. Might be a little too much for Tennessee, but time will tell. We are getting some passes thrown away, so we're getting after them, stopping that run, but a 3rd and 9, pass knocked away. Okay. Give up a field goal, but that's fine. Had them early on that 3rd and 10 you gave up. Those kind of hurt, but still bend but don't break. Hold them to 3. Love to see that. Then just rip them for 23 right out the gate. Come on, Dylan Sampson. We haven't seen him do much yet. If they can get, oh gosh, those are so killer. If we can get a good game from Dylan Sampson, Nico, Dylan Sampson, and Squirrel White. That's the only names we need to see pop up here. Nico, Sampson, and Squirrel. That's going to be Tennessee's way to win. Oh, -2. 3rd and goal from the 5. And Kitzelman. The Tennessee's defense holds the door against Alabama, forces a field goal. Tennessee marches right down, scores a touchdown. Isn't this just how the Tennessee-Boise State game started? Boise went down, kicked a field goal. Tennessee went down and scored, and then Tennessee took over. Then a 3 and out. Tennessee getting the ball back again. Come on, Tennessee. Can the Volunteers keep this offense going, get another good offensive drive? Cameron Seldon in the game for Dylan Thompson. Don't love to see that. 4th and 1, have to punt it back. Ooh. And that Tennessee punter was a big weapon in the last few games. Just hoping to pin him down at the 1 there. Okay, 3rd and 10 though. But this is where Miller was really good. Make him run, bring him down, short of the sticks. Tennessee takes over again. Squirrel White, short return, but on Alabama side of the field, Kitzelman a quick 8. Dylan Sampson, no, 1-yard rush by Nico. It's gotta be okay. They got the first down. Go to Squirrel White, first down to the Alabama 24. Mike Matthews, haven't seen his name pop up yet. Thornton, touchdown. Tennessee, 14-3 lead now. Now a minute 20 left in half. Alabama has struck here, I think, 2 times already against Ohio State, and I think it was against Rutgers. They just bombed like a 70-yard touchdown right before half. So if Tennessee can avoid that, I like our chances here. 3rd and they got to punt again. They went for Tennessee can get points here before half. They tried a 61-yard kick. 8 seconds, still a timeout. Sacked. Okay. So just punt. Still an 11-point lead and Tennessee ball. Nico and this defensive line. 21-3 now. Tennessee. Wow. 3-score lead over Bama. A lot of time left, and we know Bama can score very, very quickly. So this one is not over in the slightest, but looking pretty dang good here for Tennessee. See, the more we see this, the more nervous I get. We've gotten a rug pulled on. I don't know. Technically, this isn't an upset because Tennessee was the 3 seed, Alabama was the 5. But again, team overall, Tennessee's an 87, Alabama's a 95. But they're in for the touchdown. Extra point up, extra point good. An 11-point lead for Tennessee. I feel like we need one more big drive here to really try to put this one away. Because we know Alabama can score so quickly that I'm not super comfortable even up by 11 here and back up 6 yards, giving it right back to Alabama. Great offensive drive by the Crimson Tide. Then a 3 and out forced. The score here. Oh gosh, come on Tennessee, don't blow this. You've come so close to getting Alabama out of this dang thing. Don't let me down here, Tennessee. 2nd and 10 for Bama. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. They're in field goal range. 4th and 2, so they're probably going to have to take their field goal, or are they going for it? They do take their field goal. Huge. Huge. So it's still only a 1-score game, but now Alabama needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this game up. It seems, Nico, you're crumbling here, buddy. Absolutely crumbling here, Nico. There you find Squirrel White. Squirrel makes the job easy. Just throw it to Squirrel, White, or Kitzelman, or hand it off to Sampson, or run yourself. Ooh, 52-yarder. They could make this. They go for it. They go for it and get it. Love it. Absolutely love it, Tennessee. Down to Alabama's 26. 2 minutes to go. Pass dropped by Squirrel White. Kicks up, kicks good though. Kicks up, kicks good. It is back to a 2-score lead for the Tennessee Volunteers. Trip to the Final Four on the line. Alabama getting big chunk plays as they do. Down to Tennessee's 32 already. 3rd and 4. Pass thrown away by Jalen Milroe. Penalty on the right tackle. Holding. 3rd and 14. First down, Alabama. Yep, no problem. On Tennessee's 27. Under a minute to go. Tennessee up by 2 scores. Pass knocked away. 3rd and 10. Touchdown to Ryan Williams. 2-point is good. It is a 3-point game now. Onside kick, though, recovered by Tennessee. We got to go slow mode. Trip to the Final Four on the line. Tennessee ball, but Alabama has all their timeouts. So it's not over yet. 1 first down, though. 1 first down. Tennessee punches their ticket to the Final Four to San Antonio, which I don't know if the Alamo Dome is definitely in this game, but I don't know if we can set it to play there or not. Go to Dylan Sampson on first down. Gets absolutely stuffed. Alabama will use their first timeout. 37 seconds remain on the clock. We can just somehow rip 1 run. This game is over. Tennessee is going to the Final Four. He's got a little room, not very much though. Was that gain of 2? Probably 3rd and 8. Second timeout used by Alabama. It is a 3rd and 8 for Tennessee on Alabama's 47. Now, do you risk trying to pass here and ending the game, or do you make them burn their last timeout? We'll see what the decision is. If they go for the timeout. Oh my gosh, I thought Sampson got that. I thought Sampson got that first down. So Alabama uses their last timeout. Is 4th and 1 at the 40. Do you go for it now for your Tennessee? I kind of think you do. Oh, they are punting. 4th and less than 1 with Dylan Sampson. I don't know. I feel like you go there and end the game. Now Alabama's got a shot. 24 seconds, no timeouts. But with who they got on the field, Alabama's got a shot to stun Tennessee and still head to the Final Four here. This sucker is not over. Got just all day. Pass thrown away. Okay. Wasted 4 seconds. 20 seconds remaining. Alabama still has 89 yards to go. I mean, they could... 20 seconds, no timeouts. I mean, obviously they get out of bounds. They could kick a field goal. But if they get tackled inbounds, would they be able to get up there and get their field goal unit on the field? Or spike it and then get their field goal unit on the field? I don't know. It's an awful long way to go. Just all day for Milroe. That Tennessee defensive line getting absolutely shut out by Alabama's offensive line. But nobody's getting open, so he has to throw it away again. Wasted 6 seconds, 14 seconds to go. 3rd and 10 for Alabama. I don't know why I'm so stressed out. Like I'm not even like a Tennessee fan. I just picked them to win this region, and we're 14 seconds away. We need Pierce just cannot get in there. Milroe's going to take off, but they're hounding him down. Keep him in bounds. Barely gets out of bounds. 4th and 3. 8 seconds left. Alabama, Tennessee for the Final Four. What more could you have hoped for? What more could you have wished for? Nothing. That's what. I'll tell you. Absolutely nothing. Milroe back to pass. Goes for a check down. They got the first down and get out of bounds, but now there's only 3 seconds remaining. We'll see that arm strength of Jalen Milroe. How far down the field can he chuck this thing? And can Ryan Williams or somebody just get up and make a play on it? That's the only shot Alabama's got left at this point. From their own 26, 3 seconds remaining. Game on the line. Trip to the Final Four on the line. Tennessee, again, no pressure at all. None whatsoever. Milroe chucks it as far as he can from his own 20. Interception. Interception. The ball hung up in the air from his own 20 to the other 15. Impressive throw, but not enough. The Tennessee Volunteers are moving on. Why do they look so disappointed? Maybe they just can't believe it. They're just in total shock, total disbelief. The Tennessee is moving on to the Final Four. So let me get this final bracket ready so we can just kind of go over what happened here. This is such a long video, but I had a blast doing this, so I'm hoping you guys had a lot of fun watching it here too. Well, after that thrilling game, here is how our final Midwest region looks. 3 seed Tennessee is your Final Four participant, taking down 5 seed Alabama, 11 seed Oklahoma, 14 seed UCF, and 2 seed Boise State. I missed in there. Apologies for that. So Tennessee, our first official Final Four participant. Tomorrow, we will be going over the West region, see who can join the squad, who can join the Volunteers, who's going to the Final Four. We'll find out tomorrow. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a ton of fun making this, so I'm hoping it translates, and I'm hoping you guys had fun watching it. I'll see you tomorrow for the West region. Until then, take it easy.